Salaam Alaykum, everybody. I want to apologise for my lack of Ramadan diaries. I was planning to do them all throughout Ramadan, but obviously, of course, this Ramadan has been very different to others. Trying to stay focused and all that. But I don't think it's for the last few days of Ramadan now, till Eid inshallah over the weekend, I believe. But I wanted to upload at least a video today and a video tomorrow. Excuse me. Talking a little bit about my experiences this Ramadan, what I found challenging, and also some of my favourite quotes from the Quran itself. So obviously, it goes without saying that this Ramadan has been difficult, but not for the reasons that previous Ramadans have been difficult for me. Of course, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, and so obviously I've not been going out at all, apart from to go shopping. Even that's really tough. What I found what I would find most difficult about Ramadan is jihad. Jihad, a word which, to my understanding, means a battle within yourself. It gets misconstrued a lot in the media. So jihad is not a bad word. It means battle within yourself. So, for example, a person trying to quit smoking, that would be their jihad. To try to quit smoking, their battle within themselves, their test, That's my interpretation of it anyway. So usually my jihad would be not eating, not drinking, and that'd be my biggest test. Or averting my gaze, for example. That would also be a big test, when you're going out around people, either one of those two. This Ramadan, those have not really affected me. I've not been outside the house, so there's no one to avert my gaze from, and there's not much physical activity to bring up hunger or thirst. I'm working on that. Articulation. My biggest test of Ramadan has been my anger, my patience. I have so much anger in my heart for people right now, and that's not good. Muslims, we shouldn't be having so much anger in our hearts. We shouldn't find ourselves wishing bad things. But I got so angry because I spent the past month seeing, especially in England, a lot of people just speak very loudly of their actions. I was seeing people having barbecues, going to the beach, having massive parties in their houses. And, of course, I've seen almost in the past month, I've seen more hypocrisy, more heartless, selfless actions than I've seen the majority of my life. We're in a time and a place right now where thousands of people are dying, and all people are asked to do is stay in their house. By a very, very, very lackluster and useless government. But my thoughts on the governments I've made clear in many other videos, and this is meant to be about Ramadan, so enough about them. But just seeing people being so flippant, I want to scream in their faces, like, people are dying, don't go and have a picnic, don't go and, why are you having massive parties? Why are you doing this? Why can't you just not do that for a little while? It's go and have a picnic, risk dying, risk... The thing is, a lot of the people who go out weren't risking themselves. They're risking the people they come in contact with, their elders, the people who have been dying in care homes, the numbers of which are beyond what people could imagine. I'm seeing all this. And even the Prime Minister got sick a few weeks after shaking hands with people and boasting that we should take it on the chin. Direct quote. And I've just been so angry. I've got so much anger in my heart right now. And so much anger. And I can't even swear this month. So it's all trapped in there. And I haven't seen my friends. I miss my friends. I miss those close to me. I miss my family. I miss these people so much. And they miss me. But we have not seen each other because we don't want to risk. I don't want to risk my dad. My friend Taylor doesn't want to risk his nan's health. You know, none of us want to take the risk. Because as much as we want to see each other, we love people. We love each other. We don't want to give each other take the risk, you know. So we live and we bear it. Those who know me know that I would see my friends a couple of times a week. You know, we'd eat food together. But we don't do that because of the seriousness of the situation. But when we're trying to do this and you see people who are doing conga lines for VE Day, you clap for the NHS and then you go out and give them more work to do. You know, you risk them as well. You stood by and watched a 100-year-old man, war hero, march up and down to raise money for the NHS, and yet you're here just, I feel like you're throwing it all in his face, and you're throwing all in all the faces of all the people who are working hard, and you're having barbecues. And all the hard work people I know are doing, and I'm doing, it just feels like it's really useless, because some people want to go to the beach and have a barbecue. In the most recent week, those rules have been even more relaxed. I hope it's not a second wave. Everything points to there being one, but I hope it's not one. I hope that we're surprised for the better. I hope more than anything else that we learn from this. I hope we learn and be better, because I'm still seeing the same people be racist, the same people be ignorant, and I don't know if there's anything else that could possibly change a person. You know, it's tough. That's been my biggest test for this Ramadan. It's been my anger. It's almost destroyed me as a person. It's changed the way I see people. I look at people with such scrutiny now. So much resentment. Because it seems like such a simple thing. Staying inside is not easy. It's tough on your mental health. You miss going outside. It's getting hot. But there's people out there. There's wonderful people working in NHS. Your parents, your grandparents who just need you to stay inside just for a few months. And some people couldn't even do that. And it's just for leisure. Is that it? It makes me so angry. That's all I've had in my mind for the past month. It's just anger. It's been toxic. It's been a poison running through my veins. Inshallah, I hope that I'll be able to drain it all from my system. Go back to hopefully being a good person. I don't feel like a good person with so much anger in my heart. I know people would argue, saying, oh, you're a good person, but I don't feel like a good person has so much anger and resentment towards just people in general as I do right now. I love people. People are my drug. I absolutely love people. I love humans with all my heart. It's why I'm an actor. It's why my day job is entertaining people. It's why I love being around people. But I am suffering being stuck in my house. After I got my dad for company, that's amazing. I miss performing, but I miss all of that. But I don't do it because people will get hurt if you go out there and you congregate all together. I don't understand it. Like the synagogues, the churches, the mosques, they're all empty. I think it was it Yom Kippur? It was a Jewish celebration a little while ago, and the synagogues were empty. The Vatican was empty on Easter. In a few days it's going to be Eid, and inshallah, and the mosque in Mecca, which I have never seen empty in my entire life, the Kaaba in the middle, which we all pray towards, that's going to be empty, I believe, but I just don't understand. That's my biggest trial in life, is not understanding people. It makes me angry sometimes, but my printer didn't work today. I got angry of that. because I didn't understand why. But I struggle a lot because people need to do better. And it's not just here. It's happening, I see it happening in our cousins across the pond. Bad politicians and somewhat selfish people. And of course not all. Most people, everybody I know was staying in, staying safe. But there's a park near me called London Fields, which is filled with people a few weeks ago. This is before the new relax and lackluster rules came in. It was filled with people. And I often feel like I'm the only sane person in the world. I spent a lot of my life feeling crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only sane person in the world. And there's such a collective anger. But it'll be forgotten about. It's a silly British idea of, oh, let's get on with it. Let's take it off the chin, let's keep on going. People like to talk about the Blitz and World War II. To my understanding, I think more civilians have died in this country in the past few months than did in World War II. Fighting a lackluster and selfless attitude with a lackluster and selfish government has destroyed more lives than fighting fascism. And they had bombs. And they had warplanes. And can you imagine that, saying, I'm not going to turn off my light, I want to keep it on. I'm not going to go down to the shelter, I want to, stay in my house. People were there grabbing 20 packs of toilet paper. We haven't forgotten that, people climbing on each other for food. And, this country talks about World War II a lot. And they say lest we forget a lot. There's actions speak louder than words. If you act like you've forgotten, you don't get to say lest we forget. Because if you remembered what rationing is, you wouldn't be fighting over people over toilet paper. If you remembered to listen to, restrictions, you wouldn't, like they did when they had to go down, the shoulder. They didn't have TV. They'd have a little wireless radio if they were lucky, And then you had a veteran from that war marching up and down, now as a 100-year-old man, when he should be resting. Now he got up and he did all of that. And also I believe I think it was a 100-year-old Muslim man did the exact same thing, I think, a few days ago as well. He raised about £70,000, I think. There's something... You've got these sweet old men trying to raise money, but young men are out there in the parks drinking posh drinks from mason jars. And that's all I've had in my mind for the past month. And that's been my biggest test. Because I'm not meant to swear, I'm not meant to get angry, and I'm not meant to think these things when I'm fasting. This is the time of the year when I've never felt my soul so disturbed. Because I've been, usually when I'm fasting I deal with temptation from food or temptation from averting your gaze, but no, this time I've had all my demons have been in here. I feel like my heart has been poisoned by so much anger and toxicity because I am only seeing, I'm sure there are great and wonderful people out there, but even the seemingly good acts, like that sweet old man marching up and down, raising millions for the amazing National Health Service. He shouldn't have to be doing that. That makes me angry. He shouldn't have to be doing that. These wonderful NHS workers shouldn't have to be going to, the Holby City sets, to sex shops, to nail salons for equipment. None of that should be happening. and it just makes me tired, you know. It's a bit of a downer, this video. I'm trying not to be a downer, but I wanted it to be honest and authentic as well. I wanted to talk about my biggest challenges this Ramadan was, and that is my anger. Just, people have broken my heart. That's the truth. I love people, I love humans. I don't like being alone, I don't like being by myself, but people have broken my heart. Just by proving over and over again how little they care about each other. And it's difficult. When you're an empath, it's very difficult. Maybe it's an autistic thing, I don't know. But I can't comprehend how people can care about each other so little. Maybe it's a lack of information. And the government has been very lackluster with what it should tell people to do and not do. And I've seen people protesting. Here in America, you saw a video in America, people working out outside the gyms. Like, I like to keep fit as well, but come on, man. That's the thing. You want to go to the gym for your health. Your health will be at stake. You know, it's just... There's been a buzzword which has been thrown around a lot, the economy. People are saying, want to restart the economy, economy. People have been saying it a lot here. That's money. Yeah, it's important. But people's lives are more important. This country, I feel like, is easing down the lockdown too early because they want to get the economy back. They want to get the parents back. They want to get the children back into school. They want to get the children back into school so the parents can go back into work and put money back into the economy. You know, that's what it always comes down to in the end, is money. And the private schools aren't going back, it's the state schools. So again, there's classism there, because, and again, something makes me angry. I was angry because working class people are forced to go to work, whilst middle class people a lot of the time can work from home. And again, working class people, you know, the builders, the retail workers, they become like cannon fodder. And it's horrible. And I'm just, again, but I feel like I'm the only sane person in the world because it's so obvious. This injustice is so obvious and so obscene. But I also know that this country and countries across the world, just the world in general, has an amazing power to forget. In a way that people were treated in this country will be forgotten. I just want people to love each other just a little more. Just be better to each other, maybe. Come on, man. I love you guys so much, man. Please, just put each other first, man. Like, please, just, please, be better, do better. That goes for me as well. Let's all do better, okay? So that's my biggest test this Ramadan. My anger and my patience, or lack of therein. Inshallah, I hope that, you know, I am blessed with patience, because that is my biggest jihad. When it comes to my career, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to anything, it is I am terrified of waiting, or being patient. But what's in God's plan is in God's plan. I hope, inshallah, that Allah blesses all of you, Muslim, non-Muslim. I hope all of you have your families and have them close. I hope that you all see better days to come. I hope more than anything else, I hope that you're just amazing. I hope hope you're all amazing. You keep being amazing. If you find something you love to do, you keep doing that and never stop. Okay? I love every single one of you with all my heart. And I hope that you all find a peace in the world which I'm struggling to find right now. You're going to be so incredible. Just be kind, please. Okay? And please relax on the picnics and the beach visits, okay? The beaches will still be there. My God, if there's one thing that's still going to be there at the end of this, the beaches will be. The ocean, rocks, they'll still be there, okay? Anyways, guys, sorry for being a bit of a downer. It's been a tough time, but I know it's been a tough time for a lot of you. Know that I'm always here to speak if you ever want to speak, and know that better days are coming, inshallah. So, Salaam Alaykum, you beautiful, wonderful people.